Hello everyone, so it's called Email Captain. So today the quick video is going to be about warm-upping your emails. What is warm-up, why is it important, and everything, all that you need to know about warm-up. And then I will do another video on how can you set up your warm-up and how can you actually do it with Instantly.ai. So I've also done another video to explain why I only use Instantly.ai to do my email campaigns and why I invite you yourself to do it. So I have put the link for this video so you can just check it out. Okay, so first, what and why is warm up and why you need to warm up your email? So as easy as this. Okay, what it is, the principle is as simple as this, is that you, for example, with a software stuff as Instantly or Lemlist or any software, you can warm up your emails, and therefore it's AI generated emails that are sent to AI manage inboxes, and then you will get a back and forth conversation with two AIs, but it will be your inboxes. Okay, so this is important because what we need to remember is at first that emails are made and created for people to talk between one another when they know each other. Okay, for example, if I talk with my associate on email, I will shoot him an email and he will respond to me, and back and forth. Okay, and this is what is really healthy. Okay, this is what's a healthy email. Okay, and this is what we are trying to recreate with a warm-up. Okay, we are trying to create a sense of conversation with a lot of inboxes. You will not send all your warm-ups emails to one inboxes. You will send to multiple emails inboxes, but it's made to make you seem as a real person that actually having conversation and is a genuine email address. Okay, so for each domain that you want to buy, you want to have a maximum of free business email. Okay, so you want to have a free of address email or email address. You see email address. Okay, you want to have a max of 3. Why is that? It's simple as this. As I talked on a previous video on the presentation, you have a lot of problem with, for example, Facebook banning, Instagram banning, and everything. But on email, you have a less problem, but you still have some problems. Okay, it's about to prevent from phishing. So phishing is easy as this. It's, for example, if I'm sending you an email and I'm pretending to be your bank, but I'm really not your bank. I'm just trying to get your information, and you give me your information because I send you a video, an email like, you have a problem on your card and everything. You put me your information, and therefore I get your information and I can get your money. Okay, and they are using the similar technique as we are using for all called emails. So they're sending mass emails, and to prevent those type of phishing and everything, they are really countering, but it's by having put on measures that are really against also us cold emailers, because really they are trying to prevent all the spammy, let's say, emails. Okay, therefore this is why you need to make it seem like you are a real person. Okay, so domain name is, for example, arrobas pen.com. Okay, so you send pen.com. Okay, so this is domain name. Okay, so for example, for each domain you need to change this. Okay, this, not what's in front. Okay, what's in front is for the email addresses. Okay, this is for the email addresses. So for example, john@pen.com, this is one of the email address. Okay, if you want another for the second one, it would be john.d@pen.com. Okay, you get it. Okay, if you want a new domain for your company that's named pen.com, you do not need you really need to do something like contentpen.com, for example, contentpen.com. Okay, you can also do at buypen.com. Okay, you can really do everything, but you really need to change what's in front. Okay, for your real business domain and everything, for example, if it's pen.com, you really do not want to send emails. Okay, do not send any emails or cold emails, everything with this email address, because you can end up in spams, and this is really something that you do not want to do for your real domain name. Okay, So you will, for example, if it's pen.com, let's say you will create okay, we will do a small math. Okay, so I have my calculator right there. So if you want to send, I don't know, 100 emails per day. Okay, you want to send 100 emails per day, and of course you want them to end up into the inbox. Okay, if you end up into the spam folder, they will not be read, and therefore your campaign is straight up trash. Okay, you want to see it as this. For example, if you're a Christian, you will get the clear idea. If you're not, you will still get the clear idea. The inbox is the Garden of Eves, and really the spam folder is the heaven. Okay, it's hell. Sorry, really heaven is more the inbox. Okay, if you get all your emails into the inbox, you'll have a strong chance to have a big results. Okay, and that your campaign is successful and everything. If you still have a good copy and everything. If you end up in the spam folders, even if your copy is the best copy ever, you would get 0 clients. But I'm not joking. Okay, so this is the first and most important step on your process. It's to warm up your email at the perfect level. There is something that is called the health score. Okay, a health score is, for example, for your private email, for your own email, for example, that you have set up to watch me this video on YouTube, for example. We all have those type of emails. Your health score is probably 100 out of 100. Why? Because you are only receiving emails and sending some emails to your friends or your family and everything. You're receiving some. It's really a 100% health score because you are a real email and we are not spammy or sending huge blast of emails. So this is why with one email address, you really want to send a maximum of 50 emails per day. Okay, each email address can send a maximum of 50 emails per day, but this is not 50 emails to send for your campaign because you need to have your warm-up emails. As I told you before, your warm-up emails are emails that will be created. You can check on my video on how to put them on the description. Okay, but you really need to understand that for first you need to warm up your emails. Okay, this as when you pay, for example, for your domain and your email address, you really want to do at least 2 weeks. Okay, at least 14 days. This is the list. Okay, so what's the frequency you want to do? Maybe 1 or 2 new per day. Okay, 1 or 2 new per day. Okay, so this is the scale. Okay, so you start at 0 email, of course, and then 1 or 2 per day. Okay, to reach out your score. Okay, I recommend for example, as I said, maximum 50 emails per day. And with a single email address to finish onto the inboxes and have a 100% health score. But onto this 50 emails, you really need to send 20 onto warm up and 30 emails for your actual campaign. Okay, so those are for warm up. Okay, and therefore those are for your action campaign. Okay, so for example, to send 100, you really need to do you really need to have at least 4, because if you are 3, it will send 90 emails per day. So let's say you want to send, so it will send 120 emails per day. Okay, with 4 email addresses. Okay, so let's say that with one domain can send therefore how many emails? If we do the math, it's simple as this: 13 times 3, so 19 per day. Okay, if you want to be onto the inboxes every time, and this is clearly what you want. If you are not onto these inboxes, you are really losing everything because you are not getting your results. That's a fact. Okay, how can you get your result if you are not getting onto the inboxes? It's really impossible. Okay, so to make it clear, you need to send a maximum of 50 emails per day for each email address. Okay, each email address is under one domain, but one domain is a maximum of 3 email address. Okay, this is simple. This is easy to understand. Okay, and therefore you want to send 30 emails for your actual campaign and 20 for your warm-up emails. Okay, those are actually emails that are AI sent and everything, so it's really not bothering you anytime. Okay, this adds up to 50 per day, and this will get you a health score of 100, and therefore you will always end up onto the inbox, and therefore you will have 100% open rate, let's say. But really not that case, because you will probably be around 80 to 60% open rate, which is good. Okay, you will need to wait at least 14 days without sending any email on your campaign, and maybe scale up to 1 to 2 emails per day. So you start out with 0. The first day is, it depends. Let's say you put it to 2. First day is 2 emails sent for your warm-up. The second day is 4 emails sent for your warm-up. The third day, you understand me, it goes up until the 14 days are up. Okay, so you put it at 20. Okay, after the 14 days are up, for me, I will mostly do 20 days instead of 14 days, and I will do 1 per day. But this is just my how I do it. And therefore, you will not, after the 14 days, straight up send 30 emails the first day. No. You will start maybe with 5 and then 3 emails in add to the 5. So this will make your first day of your campaign. You will send 5 email on the campaign plus the 20 for your warm-up. The second day, maybe you add 2, so this means 7 for your campaign. The third day, you add also 2, so this means 9 for your campaign, and you get it until 30. Okay, so you really need to do it slowly. This will still guard you a 100% health score, and this is the way to go. Why? Because you are going to end up onto the inbox, and that you understood. Okay, this is really, really important to end up onto this inbox. Okay, and therefore, I'm going to shoot you also a video that I will put you in the description on how can you set up all those email warm-up and everything. But I get that you understand why it is important and why you need to do it. So what you need to remember from this video: one domain can only have 3 email addresses. You need multiple domains. How can you create multiple domains? You need to put something in front. For example, if your company is pen.com, okay, your original domain, you really need to do content.pen.com, bypen.com, videopen.com, everything. You see, you need to put something in front of pen.com. Then you have your 3 email addresses. Your 3 email addresses, you can only send a maximum of 50 emails per day, and you really want to keep this health score at 20 at 100% max, so that you can always end up onto this inbox. Okay, how can you do it? Simple as this: you warm up your emails. So you send up 20 emails per day for warm up. This leads to 14 days where you do not touch anything, and you just let it wrap up with your emails at 1 or 2 per day. Okay, for email warm up, and then you can start your campaign. But you do not start with sending 30 emails at once. No, you started with maybe 5, and then the second day 7, and then the third day 9, and you really try to scale it up like you have done for the email warm up. Okay, and this is how you can keep a health score of 100 and always end up onto the inbox, and therefore have the highest open rate and response rate, and therefore scale your business. So I hope this video was helpful. If you do not understand anything, just tell me onto the comments, and I will straight up respond to you. Have a nice day. This was Code Email Captain.